A bold proposal is shaking up South Africa's immigration debate. Phakel'umthakathi says citizens don't need government money to secure the border and could build it themselves using community resources. Is this a practical solution or a sign of growing frustration? Stay tuned as we dive into the main story.
We are saying, if the government doesn't have the budget, we as South Africans, we can mobilize one home, one bag of cement, one block, and all these men can go to the border. We have engineers here, we have architects here, we have quantity surveyors here, we got building inspectors here. We can build that border with zero budget from the government. They can take all that money and go and use it anywhere, or take the flight or steal it because they don't want to help the South Africans. The next president in this country is going to come from these people. It's not going to come from political parties. Done with political parties. They are wasting our time and they are making us a business. It's like we are a business. Also, Baba Upoisa, where's the station commander? Station commander, can you please scrap this thing called top crew? Why am I saying that, sir? Why a policeman is a drug dealer. He's a partner to a drug dealer. He's caught red-handed with a drug dealer, involved in a criminal activity. And then the cop crew says, no, he's got right. What is the right of a policeman that took an oath and said he's going to protect the young kids of this country and women and men in the land? Why must you must be protected when you are already there? When you have broken the oath that you took and said, I will never commit crime in this country. So that cop crew nonsense must go away. If a policeman is 100% caught involved in criminal activity, he must be fired with no disciplinary hearing, nothing, because he broke the oath. Actually, he must be asked to resign from his work, because it's not like the reason why, the reason why police are so caught up in this nonsense of criminality is because of that pop crew. That pop crew is nonsense and it must be scrapped. We are just proposing, we have no power, but we think if that pop crew is not there, police will be in line. A lot of police are involved, involuntarily involved in drugs, because his superior is involved in criminality. We love you, police. We feel your pain. We feel that the government is less paying you. That's why sometimes people are getting caught in this nonsense. But please, you took an oath. Mr. Station Commander, you know the police that are dirty in your station. Fix them, fire them, transfer them to other stations that are okay, transfer them to Hillbrow, because every police there is okay with that nonsense that is happening there. Okay, so Siantanda Buba, Siantanda Mapoisa, we will never go against you. We will always follow the law, we'll always follow your order, but some of the police must also toe the line, because we can't have civilians obeying the law and we find the law enforcement officer not obeying the law. Sikalama South Africans, we've thanked the media. Sikalama South Africans, you must understand me. We have no political aspirations, but for we just want you to awaken our leaders. And if our leaders wake up tomorrow and fix themselves and become people and become human beings, not parasites, we will stop this with immediate effect. Let us spend all those budgets in the correct way. One home, one bag of cement, one block. We are going to the border.
A single statement has sparked fresh debate about border security, public participation, and the growing frustration felt by some South Africans over illegal immigration. The comment came from Phakel'umthakathi, who suggested that if government lacks the financial resources to strengthen border infrastructure, ordinary citizens could step in to help. His proposal was straightforward but attention-grabbing. He argued that South Africans could mobilize their own resources, with households contributing building materials while engineers, architects, and skilled workers volunteer their expertise. In his view, a major border construction effort could be achieved without relying on government funding. Whether people agree with the proposal or not, the statement has captured attention because it touches on an issue that continues to dominate public discussion. Border security, migration, public services, and law enforcement have become subjects of increasingly intense debate in many communities. As concerns about illegal immigration remain in the spotlight, calls for stronger action have become more common. What makes this particular statement significant is that it shifts the conversation away from government responsibility alone and toward public participation. Rather than simply demanding action from authorities, the proposal suggests that citizens themselves could become active participants in addressing what they see as a national challenge. That idea immediately raises important questions. Should large-scale infrastructure projects be driven by government institutions, or can citizens successfully organize and contribute to projects of national importance? The answer is not simple. Throughout history, communities have often played a role in building schools, clinics, roads, and public facilities. In many parts of the world, volunteerism has helped fill gaps where resources were limited. At the same time, border infrastructure is different from many other projects. National borders involve security policy, international relations, legal frameworks, and operational planning. Building physical structures is only one aspect of border management. Monitoring, enforcement, technology, staffing, maintenance, and coordination all play critical roles. This situation highlights a broader issue that extends beyond the quote itself. Many citizens are not only concerned about immigration, they are also questioning the pace at which government responds to challenges. When people feel that progress is too slow, alternative ideas often emerge. Some advocate policy reforms. Others call for increased law enforcement. Some propose community-driven initiatives. The statement, therefore, reflects more than a construction proposal. It reflects a mood that exists within parts of society. It reflects a belief among some citizens that waiting for government solutions may not be enough. Another reason the comment has generated attention is its emphasis on self-reliance. The suggestion that communities can organize themselves, contribute resources, and complete major projects speaks to a broader philosophy of collective action. Supporters of such ideas often argue that communities possess significant untapped skills and resources. South Africa is home to engineers, builders, planners, and professionals across many industries. The statement effectively argues that these skills could be mobilized in pursuit of a common objective. Whether that objective is achievable through volunteer action alone is a separate debate, but the concept itself resonates with people who believe communities should play a larger role in solving national challenges. At the same time, critics may question whether complex border projects can realistically be completed through public contributions. Infrastructure at a national level requires long-term planning, legal approval, environmental assessments, logistical coordination, and ongoing maintenance. Even if materials and labor were donated, many practical questions would remain. This raises another important point. Sometimes public debate is not solely about the literal proposal being made. Sometimes a statement gains attention because of what it symbolizes. In this case, the quote may be interpreted as a symbol of public frustration and impatience regarding immigration issues. For many observers, the real story is not whether every household can contribute a bag of cement. The real story is the intensity of public concern that makes such proposals appealing to some people. The discussion also highlights the increasingly important role of civic activism in modern political conversations. Activists, community leaders, and public figures often influence debates by introducing ideas that challenge conventional thinking. Some proposals are eventually adopted. Others remain symbolic. But they can still shape public discourse by drawing attention to issues that supporters believe deserve greater urgency. Another factor worth considering is how different people define solutions to the same problem. One group may prioritize stronger border infrastructure. Another may emphasize economic development. Others may focus on regional cooperation, law enforcement, or immigration policy reforms. This demonstrates that debates about migration are rarely limited to a single issue. They often involve economics, security, governance, employment, social services, and international relations all at the same time. What makes migration discussions particularly complex is that they affect both policy and emotion. People evaluate the issue through different lenses. Some focus on security concerns. Others focus on humanitarian considerations. Some concentrate on economic impacts. These perspectives can sometimes overlap and sometimes conflict. The statement from Phakel'umthakathi enters this broader landscape at a time when immigration remains one of the most discussed public issues in South Africa. Because of that context, even a brief comment can generate widespread attention and debate. Perhaps the most interesting aspect of the discussion is what it reveals about public expectations. Increasingly, Citizens are not only asking whether problems can be solved. They are asking who should solve them. Should solutions come primarily from government institutions? Should communities play a larger role? Or should both work together? Those questions are unlikely to disappear anytime soon. As conversations about immigration, border management, and national priorities continue, proposals like this will almost certainly remain part of the public debate. Whether viewed as practical, symbolic, ambitious, or controversial, the statement has succeeded in drawing attention to a topic that many South Africans already regard as important. And perhaps that is the biggest takeaway. Beyond the specifics of cement, construction, or funding, the comment reflects a growing desire among some citizens to see decisive action on issues they believe affect the country's future. The debate now is not only about borders. It is also about responsibility, participation, and how a nation responds when public concern becomes impossible to ignore. For trusted South African news and analysis that matters, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update.